Hi everyone, welcome to my preview for day one of Cheltenham 2023. And the day has arrived at last. It's very exciting. I'm sure everyone is really excited about the festival starting. Firstly, I must apologise for my video being so late. Like I said on my first bet video, sometimes life just takes over a little bit. Problems in the house with one of the things that you just have to have working, and I had to fix it, and it's caused me a few problems today, but we're back on track now and I'll just get on with the video. But firstly, I want to say a massive congratulations to Paddy Connolly, who watches the videos very often, and he won the champ.ie best portfolio. That's been running for 20 weeks, and some of the bets Paddy had on his portfolio were absolutely outstanding. I ran through mine after week 15 and it doesn't look good. And thankfully I hadn't put any bets up by then. Now the ground has scuppered my plans a lot, and it doesn't make my book look any better. Thankfully we've had no bets up until we put up Tamures this morning. I have to say that you shouldn't follow me in unless you fancy any of the horses that I put up on the video, but I will give you my thoughts on day one. And my thoughts on the Supreme are on the bet video. I've put up Tamures. I know a lot of people will not fancy a British horse in this and think that the Irish will be way too good, but I'm not convinced on the softening ground if Tamures might just be up to this class. I would have worried about him on good to soft ground, or definitely on good ground, but I think this will bring the field closer to him. He's a strong stayer. I liked his win in the Grade 1, Tolworth, and I've put him up as a bet. I think the Arkle's not really a betting race for most people. It's a match between Jonbon and El Fabiolo to most people. I do think that if I was going to play in the race at all, I would probably bet Hollow Games without those two in the market. I think Dysart Dynamo could fall in a heap. Saint Roy, I wouldn't trust. And I think Hollow Games is a better horse than he's shown so far. I liked his debut win, but after that, the wheels have come off a little bit. But Gordon Elliott is still sending a runner here. He's a good jumper, and I think he might get involved. He'd be my play without the front two if I was going to bet in this race. In the 250, I have some of the bets that I placed as I was running around getting the part that I needed today. So I put some bets on while I was at the bookmakers, and I was half planning to put up Fast or Slow as a bet, and I have the betting slip there, 11-1. And I was going to put him up as a bet, but by the time I got in, he was only 8-1, and he's only 8s and 7s now, and I can't really justify that as a bet. It's just not quite the value I'd like. There are other horses in the race that I also like. I think Glamorgan Duke is an outsider who I'd think about. He only runs well when he's a big price. He has got a £7 claimer on, however, hasn't run at the track before. But I have backed him for a few quid at 66-1 each way. I do like him. I was on him at Leopardstown when he was just run out of it at 50-1, and I was on at win odds 110. Gutted when the golfer caught him, but that's the way things go. In the 330, Constitution Hill looks to have a favourites chart. I wouldn't oppose him. You could look for bets in the without markets, but for me, I would just enjoy Constitution Hill. I hope he'll put up the performance of a real champion. I really hope he does. And I did think, when we hadn't had any anti-post bets, why don't I just put £300 in my bank on Constitution Hill and not worry for the week? But yeah, that's cheating a little bit. But then again, if he lost, I'd only have £100 to try and scrape up off it. So I think he'll win. I wouldn't be surprised if Sana here runs a better race than his odds, but with only 7 runners, you can't play the markets, especially when Stateland's highly likely to come second. Unless you can find a market without those two, then I wouldn't be playing in the race. But I think if I could find a market without those two, I may play Sana here. In the Mayor's Hurdle, it's the toughest race of the week. It's a race that I've hoped Debutant will run in. all season, and now that she is running, the ground's gone absolutely, totally against her in the last 3 days. It's an absolute disaster for the yard, who've paid a supplementary fee to enter her, and now the ground's gone completely against her, and it looks like they've done that for nothing. It's a tight race. I think Love Envoy is overpriced, clearly, and I think She Wears It Well is very overpriced. Brandy Love's been barked as if defeat's out the question, and so you have to take notice of that from the Mallins yard. I'd say She Wears It Well's overpriced. I think Queensbrook might be as well. But it's a very difficult race to have a bet in when you've got 7 to 8 horses who have a chance. I wouldn't back Honeysuckle in this. I don't think she should be running in this either, but I wouldn't back her tomorrow. I think the ground's gone a little bit against her. I think if I was going to have a bet, it would either be Love Envoy or She Wears It Well each way. In the Boodles, I think that I may have another bet that will include Takao. I haven't decided how to play it yet. I know it's short at 3-1, but the things I'm hearing are that this could be a good thing. And I have said on some of the previews I've been on that I think JP is adamant that horses are got ready for the festival so that he will have a good festival. A lot of his runners are very short in the handicaps, and although 3-1 seems extremely skinny, I can see this horse. The form is in the book. He's the one who's been running against the graded horses and putting it up to them. I don't think he was off a jot last time out. I know he's only 3-1 in a 20-runner race where so much can go wrong, but I think I will include him either as a part of a double, or maybe I'll have the rest of my day one money on him at the 3-1. I'm not sure how I'm going to play it yet. I was hoping I'd get a little bit bigger on him and I could have backed him with the rest of what I would allocate for day one. But if not, I may put him in a double. I just don't know which horse I'm going to double him up with as yet. I don't think I'll double him up with Gullard Dumanil because the even money on him is a little bit skinny. I am a bit worried about horses like Manila Crooner and Master Coffee, who do tend to dog it, but it would just be my luck to put a double off where they came and spoiled the party. So I think I won't be betting in the 5:30. Looking at the day, it's a very, very interesting day. I'm sorry that the video's short, but I've got to get it up. So to put things in short, I've backed Tamures, and he's been put up as a bet. I've backed Faster Slope. Unfortunately, the price has gone. I'm more than likely to back Takao, and the other races are very, very difficult. So I'll end the video now. There will be at least one more bet put up for day one, and I'll try to get that up at the latest by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but hopefully before that. So I hope you enjoy the festival. I hope day one goes well for you. I hope to be far more organised for day two. This is a bit of a shambles today, but that's the way it's gone. I've put one bet up and I hope to have at least one more, maybe two. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the build-up and have a great day tomorrow. Bye for now.